In Albany we have a lot of budget extensions, so it's very good for us too, because like we are not starting on time, you know. So also a good extension, few more minutes. So first of all, good evening everybody. Good evening. Nice to see you. Welcome.
Thank you.
Welcome to the beautiful party to support our very own Senator Stephen Chen. So we have a lot of American flags on our screens, so if you can stand up for a minute and we will start with Pledge of Allegiance to American flag. Senator, please.
Sorry, don't worry about it.
Please. Probably you have to do it.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
On behalf of myself and Senator Stephen Chen, I would like to thank each one of you for coming tonight to this beautiful restaurant, Lights of Baku. We are joined also by two fabulous assembly members, Michael Novakov and Brook-Krasny. Thank you. And almost the entire board of our Community First Republican Club board members. Thank you so much, everybody. I think you are also a member of the board. Thank you. Thank you. And Svetlana Zelinska, of course, Vice Chair of Brooklyn Republican Party. Thank you so much for joining us. Thank you very much. So I would like to say a few words before I introduce my senator. I do not live in the district, but I call him my senator because I admire everything about Senator Steve Chen. He is a true embodiment, symbol of American dream. He built everything from the scratch, from the very beginning, by hard work, by believing in America, by believing in New York. American dream is not just to cross the border illegally and asking for some handouts. American dream is to come here legally and to work, study, building the family, and helping people around you, helping your neighbors, helping your city, helping your country. As you know, Stephen Chen served for 6 years as a United States Marine, protecting our safety and security. For 27 years, Stephen Chen also protected our safety and security here in New York City, specifically in southern Brooklyn, and he was an NYPD Sergeant. We love NYPD. Yes. I like when Senator Stephen Chen said, don't call me politician, I hate politicians, I'm a street cop, I'm your neighbor, I'm your guy. That's who he is. And he cleans up sidewalk during the snowfall. It just doesn't take care of his own sidewalk part around his house. He's taking care of the entire block. I met people from his block. They loved him. His neighbors loved Senator Stephen Chen because he's not selfish. He's taking care of everybody. How many elected officials do you know who leave their house at 11 p.m., driving around their neighborhoods and asking, how are you doing? How can I help you? And if it's a problem with snow or anything else, calling sanitation. I see our sanitation truck stopped and said, hello, Senator, how's Steve? Thank you so much for taking care of us, for always thinking about people who are first responders. Some of you don't know, but on September 11, 2001, Stephen Chen was like I like to say, street cop in Manhattan, and he served providing security at Ground Zero. So that's another example of how he served our city, our country, America. As a beautiful family, Tiffany, his wife is here. Thank you so much, Tiffany, for helping everybody and supporting Steve. And thank you for Steve for supporting Tiffany. They have two amazing daughters, Elizabeth and Victoria. Amazing daughters, wonderful daughters. And Steven is an amazing husband. You probably saw on Facebook how he went looking for best colleges for his daughters. No, it's very important because he knows everything about education, how to raise children. When Mayor Mamdani, and you know, helped Steven Chen to stop Mamdani. I love it. When Mayor Mamdani came to Albany, he proved only one thing. He's absolutely not ready to be a mayor of our great city. And Senator Steven Chen asked him about food in school cafeteria. Mayor said, I was not prepared for this situation, we will come back to you. When Senator Steven Chen asked him about cars and about theft in Bensonhurst, Mayor said, okay, my team will come back to me, I don't know nothing about it. When Senator Steven Chen asked him about containers that people order through website of Department of Sanitation, but these containers were never delivered. Mayor said, I never heard about it, I don't know what you're talking about. So the only answer Senator Steven Chen got from Mayor Mamdani is, I don't know anything about anything. So, and people called me and said, who is the mayor of New York City? Steven Chen or the Crown Mamdani? I said, you know the answer. Of course Steven Chen. Because he knows much more about Brooklyn, about New York City. I'm telling him every day, run for mayor. You know, because he knows so much about New York, about our safety, about police, about NYPD. Recently it was a beautiful ceremony, medal day at 62nd Precinct, and Ray Morales was, and Ray Morales also a non police officer. Yes, thank you for your service. Thank you. Thank you, Tiffany. We went to this medal day, 250 police officers, their families, every single one of them knew and loved Senator Steven Chen. They said regards, they said thank you so much, he's our guy, he thinks like us, he understands our struggle, that we cannot constantly chasing criminals, finally arresting them, and then see them the next morning on the streets all over again. Over and over, revolving door, you know, revolving door. Criminal justice system of New York City, in New York State. And that's why people in the 17th Senate District, which is 3-1, I believe, Democratic District, in 2024, solidly voted for Steven Chen to become their senator, because they became, first of all, sick and tired of the democratic machine that run our city and state, and secondly, they love the story, they love the person, they love everything about Steven Chen. They love that he helps neighbors, they love that he served our country and our city. They love that he's a very hard-working person. In my calculation, he works like about 20 hours a day, every day, by the way. About 20 hours a day. And why Democrats hate him so much, in Albany especially? Because he's telling the truth. He's saying this king is like naked, you know? That this person doesn't have any clothes. That your ideas are bankrupt, you know? Your ideas are like absolutely nothing. You cannot produce anything. When they're talking about public safety, they have to check this street cop who has 27 years experience of preserving and saving lives all over south of Brooklyn. Otherwise, they would not vote for this cashless bail reform. Yes, they reformed bail. They eliminated it, you know. They would not vote, raise the age, saying, oh, 16 years old person cannot commit any crime. Let them go. As a result, a lot of young people decided to become criminals if there are no consequences. And constantly, our Democrats thinking about raising taxes. Let's raise this tax. There is no tax that they don't love. There is no tax that they don't want to increase. They want to increase every tax, every fee, everything. And then they say they don't have money. No, we have tons of money. We have so much money in New York City, so much money in New York State. Humongous budgets. And by the end of the day, they spend it on the wrong priorities. I I spoke at the Community Court 15 recently, and when I mentioned that Senator Stephen Chen wants to return money to people who are paying for Canadians and bills from this slush fund of $2.5 billion, they said like, what? We love Stephen Chen. They said like, we want him. Like, I said, why he doesn't represent Chips and Bay? I said, like, well, he represents Bensonhurst, Graves. No. We want him to represent Chips and Bay too. We want the senator in our area. We want our senator to fight for refunds to all ratepayers of Canadians. Because it's not their money, it's not Democrats' money, it's not Republicans' money, it's all people who pay this Canadians and bills all over New York City. And then we complain why our utility bills are so high. I'm very, very proud to work as a senior advisor. Every time I'm saying this, like, I mean it, because I'm really proud. I'm proud to work for such a person as Stephen Chen. It's a privilege for me, it's an honor for me to work for Senator Stephen Chen. Again, I'm very happy, very honored to work for Senator Stephen Chen, because he represents everything I believe about America. To me, he's again the symbol of America. Everything I believe. I came to America for a law and order. I came to America with hard work should not be penalized, should be rewarded. I came to America because I believe here we can achieve everything. And here we are. Senator Stephen Chen. Your chance to speak. Senator.
Good evening and thank you everyone for your huge support, and I want to thank you from the bottom of my heart for being here. Since Ari already told you everything that there is to tell you about me, I'm going to introduce a couple of people before I actually speak. These people are very vital in my office. They're my partners in Albany. They have the same values as you sitting here today. They have the same values as me, the same beliefs. And together as partners, it is my belief that down the road, we are going to achieve the things that we want. So the first person I'd like to introduce is Assemblyman Michael Novikov.
When I was making a donation right now with my credit card, I felt pride. I felt that I'm doing the right thing. And I want to thank everyone who came here today, who made a donation, who supported Steve, because without money, it is impossible to win the election. It is impossible to run without the financial support. So thank you, please, round of applause for yourself, guys. I see many familiar faces here, we were all very different. I see members of the Russian-American community, of the Jewish-American community, of Italian-American community, of Chinese-American community. We all came to this country to have a better life. Some first generation, some second generation, some third generation, it doesn't matter. And when we see that we're losing this country, we're losing America, it makes us very sad and sometimes very angry. Steve Chen is one of the people who can save this country, this city, and this borough. And this is why we need people like Steve. People with a big heart, a person with a big heart, a true friend, that I'm honored to know, and I'm honored to have as a friend and as my colleague in New York State Senate. Because, and I love this phrase when he says, I'm not a politician, and I hate politicians. I love this phrase. Sometimes I use it for myself, too, if you let me. Because, and this is why I feel that we're such, we were so close with Steve. Because we are people from the community. We are not those professional politicians who most of the Democrats are, because they cannot do anything else. And this is why they're trying to ban us making additional money except for the salary that we're getting in the Senate and the Assembly. They passed a bill that we cannot make more than, I think, $35,000 a year, right? And because they know we're working people, we have businesses. We are doing a lot of, different stuff for the community. They are mostly, when I hear this, like, I was a tenant organizer, I was protecting tenants. And that's all they did. That's all they did. We are doing the real thing. So, Steve did so much for his community. He knows his community. Just, honestly, I can't imagine that in your Senate district, someone could vote against you. Someone could not support you. For me, it's absolutely insane and unimaginable. So, but again, money is one of the key things to win the re-election. So thank you so much for supporting Steve with your money. Thank you. You're doing the right thing, 100%. And the Steve just introduced, we were at the in Albany, Sarita, Albany Rallies. It's a difficult Indian name, yes. So remember the name. Remember the name. She will be our next Attorney General. We're facing terrible addition, James. Terrible. So, and we had a press conference where we presented Steve Chen bill. He's just going to tell you more about it, but it's a wonderful deal that I'm going to support 100% because people, people are afraid to ride the public transportation. People are afraid to ride buses, to ride subways. Right, because I'm receiving the same as Steve's office, and I'm sure, and I'll across the office and my office, we all receiving calls from the constituents. We can't stand it anymore. Right? We have this dangerous, aggressive, homeless people in public transportation. It's their second, it's their home. Not second, it's their first home. They just live there. They'll live there. And this is unacceptable. We can't stand it anymore. This has to end. Mentally ill people should be in mental institutions, not in public transportation. And so I don't know if you heard a few weeks ago, it was actually in March, right about a month ago, an 84-year-old veteran, Mr. Williams, right, was pushed down the tracks by a not by a mentally ill individual, actually by a migrant who had 15 prior arrests and was deported from this country 2 times. He made it back here, and he killed an 84-year-old veteran. He killed because he never recovered from that fall. Starting January 1st, 9 people were pushed down the tracks. Each person every 2 weeks is pushed down the tracks at New York City subway. And it's completely unacceptable. So Steve Chen will tell you more about the bill that he proposes to make it a felony, right? Tell us just a bit more.
Yeah, my bill increases the charges when you commit a crime in public transportation by 1 degree. So an assault misdemeanor becomes an assault felony. A murder 2 becomes a murder 1, and so forth.
So, he's doing great stuff, and we need for people to know that. We want people to know how much Steve Chen cares about New Yorkers, how much he cares about his community. So please spread the word, not just spread the money, but spread the word about Steve Chen, our amazing state senator. Steve, I wish you lots of luck. You have my support. You have my always. Of course, the wonderful daughters, our best friends, the Golden State Halifax, Elizabeth and Masha, best friends, and we're so proud of our daughters and of their friendship. Thank you so much for your support. Once again, thank you, Steve. Thank you, brother.
Okay, well, that's one of my partners. We just want to thank you for those kind words. And And now I introduce you Assemblyman Brook-Krasny.
Well, it's great to be here. And I want to thank you all for coming tonight. The most difficult thing for the politician or a candidate is to raise money among his or her friends. It's not an easy thing to do. You have to have a certain experience, and you have to have a certain heart, so people will respond to this heart. I know you don't like the word politician. There are politicians and there are statespeople, statesmen and stateswomen. There are not too many of them anymore. But it's interesting that we still have very few Democrats. And of course we have many independents who are ready to vote for common sense. And this is extremely important. In the districts like ours, in the district like Stephen, in my district, we have about 4 Democrats. You have 3 to 1?
Yeah.
I have about 3.5 to 1. So we just cannot win without the common sense people, no matter how they call the party they belong to. So I think it's important not to be a politician, but it's very important to be a statesman. Because when you're a statesman, you really care about your community, and you care about your state, and you care about your country. That's something that we're missing in so many politicians today. You know, sometimes I'm having conversations with some Democrats in Albany, our colleagues, and recently, after that another attempt of assassination, they had some comments. They don't even understand one thing. God forbid, and I hope that President Trump will stay alive to 140. The way he's doing now is good. But God forbid, if anything like this will be happening, any attempts will be closed, God forbid, they will never win the election. They don't understand that. They don't understand that this stuff works against Democrats and definitely against socialists. I'm not going to talk for 40 minutes, even though I wanted to. You're here to listen to Stephen, to his ideas. I just want to thank Ari Cable, because I think the race will not be an easy race. So I believe that the Russian-speaking community will make a difference for you this time. You agree with me?
Yes.
So with that in mind, the support of Ari is extremely important, because Ari is a great person. It's not me, it's a community. Of course. But he is a real leader of our community. And he is the person whom many people trust. And obviously, you trust him because you're here tonight. Obviously. So Ari, I want to thank you for your loyalty. For Stephen's support, for supporting Stephen, for supporting me, supporting Misha, and supporting Republican Party. And I'm very grateful that Svetlana Zelinsky is here, because Svetlana is really our locomotive. Locomotive. That's who Svetlana is in the Republican Party these days. I don't know if everyone knows. But if Svetlana saying that the petitions will be done, nobody, I'm the first one, nobody would even think that it's not going to be done. So Svetlana, thank you for being here. Ramas, everybody, David. All the people who supporting a very simple idea that we have here in Southern Wisconsin. President Trump wanted to build a wall on the southern border. We're building a wall here in southern border. We're building a war against those socialists. Because you and I, we know what socialism is about. We escaped them 40 years ago, 30 years ago. Now they're sitting here in the Assembly and the Senate. And it's a shame. Because this country is still the best country in the world. And having those people, those crazy ideas, the ideas that really was lost by the people who were presenting them 100 years ago. 100 years ago. It's a shame. It's a shame. And you and I and Stephen and Michael and Svetlana and Ari, all of us, we will build that wall against them. Because in these areas, we don't want socialism. In these areas, we dislike socialism to the degree that we just escape it. Long time ago. And if people who just wouldn't escape Soviet Union would want to see and look at something else, just go and look at Venezuela. Venezuela was one of the richest countries in South America. What happened with Venezuela is a truly crazy, idiotic socialism. So I want to thank you all. Let's just continue to build the wall, because we have here a community of immigrants. We have here a community of builders, Russian Americans, Asian Americans. We have a community of builders. We will never yield to those destroyers. Thank you all very much for coming.